one of the things that you have to understand is that prior to 2008 recession, it didn't started in 2008. It started way back before that, right? So the kind of products that were available, which allowed so much of fraudulent activities happening in the mortgage space, um, was definitely one of the biggest causes of where we are today, because it created those mortgages and portfolios of mortgages with full of fraud. And the kind of products that were there, there were so many wow products where you didn't require pay stubs, you didn't require assets, there were no income no asset loans back then, there were no verification of employment loans back then, you didn't require any kind of paperwork, and no doc loans back then. These are all subprime loans that really created all this ruckus. But then today, I'm sure that our government, Fannie, Freddie, CFPB, they have all taken such great steps to ensure where our how our mortgages are underwritten now. And there is no room of errors that can definitely leave any stone unturned at this point. That is for sure. That's definitely happened over the so after the 2008 fiasco that happened. But then, as of today, there are so many great tools available in the market that most of the lenders are using, along with Mira, that's going to enable a lot of regulatory checks, compliance checks at so many points where. So let me break it down a little for you. So one of the things that you have today is the entire mortgage process is broken down into a prospect, the day a borrower starts the journey to the day it becomes a lead. From that day, the lead becomes an application. That's your second phase. From the application, it goes into processing. From processing, it goes into underwriting. From underwriting, it goes into closing. Then from closing, it gets funded. And that's from funding, it gets into post-closing. Now, just imagine there's 7, 8 steps that happens along the mortgage journey that the borrower goes through. But the verification of your details of employment is pretty much almost like 50% of the time. Like out of 8 steps, every almost 4 or 5 steps is where there are verification steps involved, right? From verifying your employment to verifying your assets. All of the latest tools that we are having is Mira is integrated with automated verification of employment. So, the moment we have your details, we will be able to trigger if your employer is registered through a digital verification process, we can trigger and verify your employment online with just a click of a button. So even if you're providing us a pay stub, we are still going to make sure that your verification is true to the fact. Also, verifying your employment just 10 days prior to closing becomes an important step. There's a fraud guard that happens at processing and underwriting levels as well before the loan is even approved. So there are so many steps now involved that leaves almost zero room or no room for error over there, or probably even fraudulent
Or
activities
for
happening.
yeah, right.
Right. So, so yeah, definitely we've evolved a lot based on the mistakes, but yeah.
But what it does when it adds all those points of verification, creates, in my world, in the pizza world, every moment where I had to stop and verify something, it added seconds. And when
Hmm.
you're dealing at mass, whether it be 500 pizzas in an evening or 500 loan applications in a month or whatever, those seconds add up.